Mr. Demke will see you now. Yes, we just got out of the Universal presentation.
Tie me up, Adam.
Oh, surely you just. Tonight, my friend. Tonight. Oh. Anyway, we just got out of the Universal presentation. Of course, we are reporting from CinemaCon in Las Vegas.
This is day 2 of CinemaCon.
Day 2. We don't need to give the NATO spiel again.
No.
But again, we just got out of a Universal presentation.
Universal had a great presentation.
Yeah, man. Comedies are in at Universal.
They're going to have a good year. They're going to have a good year.
A lot of big comedies. What did we see? New Seth MacFarlane movie. Should we start about that first?
Yeah.
A Million Ways to Die.
In the West.
What did I say? A Million Ways to Die? You're right. A Million Ways to Die in the West. And as expected, it's a very hardcore, R-rated, irreverent
They showed us some
comedy.
really cool footage from that.
They did some stuff, a gag. They showed us extended footage that's not even in that Red Band trailer.
Right.
A lot of really dirty stuff. A great gag in that trailer that we don't want
to give away.
Some great crossover stuff.
Yep.
That's really fun. I don't know how I feel about the movie as a whole. It's got, Seth MacFarlane's putting that modern spin on it. He talks with a 20th century
we shall see
dialect.
We shall see how it goes.
What else did we see?
We saw The Purge 2.
Some footage from The Purge 2.
What is it, Extinction?
No, you're thinking of Transformers. Anarchy.
Anarchy, that's what it is. The Purge 2 Anarchy.
And it looks to be, it's kind of like the Raid 2 of The Purge.
The scope is a little bit bigger. Yeah.
It's not all.
It actually looks better than the first.
It does. It's not all confined to one location.
Yeah.
The gist of the plot finds a couple, their car breaking down.
Right.
And they're trying to...
They get caught in the middle of this menagerie.
The Purge. Dude, big surprise. I think we were both surprised. One of the things I really loved about the Universal presentation is they kind of gave us an idea of some of the things we'd be seeing, but when they ran the reel, everything was kind of a surprise. We didn't know what was coming. One of the big ones, we're sitting there...
Huge surprise.
Yeah, it was for Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber 2.
Dumb and Dumber 2. And it looks a little more extreme than the first. Is that safe to say?
It looks out of control.
We don't want to say too much.
So pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, we don't want to give away the gags.
We're not going to give.
Some of are R-rated caliber for sure. We should also mention that Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels, like, they have slipped back into these characters with effortless ease.
They are back.
It looks really funny. Some other stuff, a film that I wasn't really familiar with, a movie called Lucy with Scarlett Johansson, which is a high-concept thriller. Scarlett Johansson plays a woman that kind of has a La Femme Nikita feel to it.
It almost looks like a superhero film. You're like, where is this going?
It is.
It looks really cool.
Again, we don't want to give too much away, but the plot finds this woman who with each passing day, she's able to use more of her brain capacity, and she's working her way towards 100%.
It's wild.
And all this crazy stuff goes down.
The special effects look great.
Yeah, looks fantastic. We got an extended look at Unbroken, which is the new film from Angelina Jolie, which is a true story about a guy. When he was a kid, he was a hooligan, and then he became an Olympian in running, and then he became a POW in the war. Like, it's crazy. This story is
His story is pretty out there and fantastic.
You wouldn't believe it if it weren't true.
Angelina Jolie actually came out on stage and introduced the trailer to us, so it was really fun.
And it was probably a good 6 or 7 minutes.
And she looked beautiful.
She really did.
I don't care what Bruce Bennett has to say. She looked beautiful.
For those in the audience that aren't aware, Bruce Bennett has a very love-hate relationship with Angelina Jolie. He loves to hate her, but that's neither here nor there.
But she has an Oscar now, so
that's true.
An honorary Oscar.
Girl Interrupted. So what else did we see? You've got your little.
We saw that James Brown biopic.
Yeah, Get On Up.
Get On Up. Actually, the guy that
was in 42.
42 guy. Yeah. He looks fantastic.
It's sort of a conventional, very walk the line, Ray-ish.
Right.
But as Jeff was discussing, he felt like, it really captures the craziness of that guy's life. So we got a peek at some stuff that's coming out in 2015. They actually gave us a tease for Jurassic World, which actually starts shooting next month. So they had no footage. It was sort of a shot of a graphic jungle with John Hammond / Richard Attenborough voiceover, and that starts shooting next month. So we got to wait.
But that's 2015. That's next year.
Fast and Furious also.
Fast and Furious 7.
And there was no grandstanding. We feel bad about what happened with Paul Walker, but there was no grandstanding. They didn't make a big deal about that. They were very classy.
Pitch Perfect 2 is coming out next year. And then a really
nice way to change the subject. I appreciate it.
And then a really funny thing that I cannot wait for: Minions.
Yeah,
Minions looks fantastic.
And they're working on it. We got to see quite a bit of, not a lot.
They showed us
5 minutes.
Yeah, the first that anyone's ever seen. They showed us today, and it was.
And it's very creative because it shows the Minions throughout time, like encounters with all these historical figures and their whole goal,
evolution of how it's like an origin story.
It is, and their whole goal is to find that perfect villain to take them on as his minions.
Right, basically. They want to,
so it looks like it'd be a lot of fun. I feel like we're forgetting something.
Well, we saw some footage.
Oh, appropriately, this film, 50 Shades of Grey, opening on Valentine's Day, which is a kind of a clever little tie-in. What can I say? People, the women are going to come out in droves. This movie has
It's not going to be a good movie, but it's going to do very well.
We'll see. It's very slick. I don't want to use the word sappy and cheesy, but yeah, it looks like Twilight with S&M in it, basically.
So what I'm really excited about is what we're going to watch tonight.
We've got a couple of things.
Yeah.
We're getting ready to go watch Draft Day, which is the latest film from Ivan Reitman, director of Ghostbusters. Kevin Costner, all about the NFL draft and so forth. It looks really good. And then tonight, we are seeing Neighbors. Which Universal also dropped some footage from that, which bugged me because they showed us a lot. And we're going to watch the whole movie tonight, but what can I say? It looks hilarious.
It looks so funny.
Rose Byrne is gorgeous.
Oh my gosh,
Seth Rogen,
so
hilarious.
Funny.
Zac Efron.
They go crazy with it.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a hard R-rated thing.
Yeah.
And then that's followed up by a big a frat-themed after party. We're going to have some fun there, aren't we?
Oh, yeah. We'll let you know how that goes.
Yeah, so Universal presentation, all in all, we loved it. In fact,
it was good.
It was a ton of fun. A lot of great surprises in there. We're going to give you some more stuff later. Again, this is Adam Mast and Sheldon Demke, and we're reporting for The Independent and ZBoneman.com. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.